welcome into Reimer on the Road, episode 31. That is Ann. I am Scott, and we continue our Oregon coastal adventure. It has been a great stay in Oregon, and we're happy to share that with you coming up here in episode 31. But we always let you know where we're headed to, and we're finally, after being, it seems like a little while, in Oregon, we're about to change states, right?
We're going to change states, yeah. We're heading into California, Crescent City, to tour Redwoods State and National Parks.
Yep, California. It's upcoming. Also, some Thanksgiving is upcoming, and we're going to have some special visitors with us for Thanksgiving. More to come on that. Oregon has been a while, and California and Crescent City is the northern part of California.
Right.
And Redwoods is an interesting place because it's a national park and a state park.
That's right, yeah. I don't think I realized that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very different, so we're looking forward to that. So if you have some suggestions on the Crescent City area, anything to do with Redwoods, national or state park, or the coast of Northern California.
Yeah.
And we did kind of skirt a big city in Portland, which we aren't really big city people, but you'll see in this episode where I do think being in the Portland area is worth it because of the two reasons that you'll see here in episode 31. So here we go. It's Portland, which includes Mount Hood and some waterfalls in the Portland area, and then some more of Oregon on the coast at Waldport. It's episode 31. Here we go. Okay, so you know we don't like big cities, so why in the world are we in Portland, Oregon? And let me tell you, Megan helped us out with this, but the Columbia River, which runs through Portland, also has an amazing string of waterfalls that you can tour through. And we took a very short amount of time that we had in this Portland area and took one day to head up through the Columbia River Gorge to check out all of the waterfalls that they had. And let me say, these waterfalls did not disappoint.
right, so we are at the base of Mount Hood. Pretty impressive. It's the first mountain we've been able to get close to where it's not raining, it's sunny, so that's been exciting. And we're up at the Timberland Lodge, and it's a good area. It's got some little hikes that you can do from here, but as you can see, there's already snow on the ground, so we're just kind of gonna walk on this nice paved path for now. And it's very scenic, worth the drive to come up here. There's some restaurants and stuff, worth the drive if you're here to explore the area.
Yep, I think it's getting close to being snow season. They're waiting on the snow, I think is what their website said, but it won't be long because this whole area right here is just a huge ski resort as well. And there were other ski resorts on the way up here. Nice road on the way up here too, by the way, from Portland area.
Easy to drive. It really didn't turn into a major 2-lane road until we turned off to come up to here.
Which you don't always get when you come way up here in these alpine areas. So yeah, it's been a nice little day trip excursion. If you're a non-skier, plenty to see up here. If you're a skier, it's probably a paradise up here once you get another month or two.
Season. Yeah,
very pretty. All right, it's moving day as we leave the Portland, Oregon area and our visit here at Mount Hood to back to the coast. We're headed to Waldport, a little south of Newport, Oregon. So I wanted to give you a quick look around the campground here, which has been a great stop for us, a great location. We'll start back here in the back. You notice, I think around the edges, all around the campground, I think are more permanent or long-term sites. And then I think most of the quote-unquote camping people coming and going are in this middle section here, like where the apex is and that bullet. Solitude has been here for a couple of days, and there of course is Allie and the Beast. And then on this side, a few more you can see. So it has been more people in here than in our last few camping stops, but still, as you can see, a lot of open space here, which has been nice. We haven't had anybody too close to us. What was also neat about this particular spot is right on the other side. And by the way, this town, Tualatin, I think is the name of it. How do you pronounce it? It's a very nice little town south of Portland. But the river, the Tualatin River, is right on the other side there of those trees, and they've got this nice walking path that goes along the river. So we've been able to walk Leo along this walking path, which is kind of nice. So the process of setting up here and getting ready to hook up and head out and head back to the coast of Oregon. So another good campsite, another good stay. I'm looking forward to what awaits us on the coast.
think I have a little sea lion out there. Keeps popping up, swimming around, looking at me. Bird over here. I mean, this is the time to come out here.
Way out there across Waldport Bay sits Allie at our campground. We've been seeing this road and cars go by across the bay here since we checked in. Now we're looking at it from the other side, looking north along the Oregon coast. Okay, finishing up our stay here in Waldport, Oregon at the KOA. So I thought I'd give you a quick little walk around of the campground. You can see the bridge behind us, which has been a nice view for us through the week. I thought maybe we would hear the traffic coming over the bridge at night, but it wasn't so bad. We are on the Alsea River, I think is the way it's pronounced, and you can see the river behind me, and it feeds directly into the Pacific Ocean, which is just right around the way here. So let's take a look at the campground. And as you can see, we're kind of in the middle area, and we had some people come in throughout the week in a couple of these middle sites, but then they kind of came and stayed a day or two and then left. And the same thing out here on the outer edges, which are really kind of the nicest back end spots, because you'll see the river when we get over there in just a moment. They've kind of come and gone too, so we haven't, at times we've had no traffic over here and we could see straight out into the bay. Other times we had some people come in like we have now. And as you can see, the sun's out in Oregon, which has been a rarity for us, so it's kind of been a nice day. Our view of the bridge, and then of course the Alsea River, which leads out to the Pacific Ocean. Come up here, this is spot 28. Nobody's in it right now, so we'll take a look at, and right around the edge there is the Pacific Ocean. So very nice view, especially on a pretty day like today. And we've really enjoyed this spot here in Waldport, Oregon. And there's Allie in the top of the beast. We'll head out tomorrow. All right, there you go. Episode 31, Rainier on the road. And you know that we're not big city people. That's not why we did this trip and this year-long journey. So you might be asking, why Portland, Oregon? Now, we didn't stay in city proper of Portland, Oregon, but there's two major things that I think are very much worth Portland being a base camp for. First of all, this trail of waterfalls. Right. And then Mount Hood. Let's start with the waterfalls, which we actually had a car, so we could do this ourselves, but you can actually tour with tour groups.
There were tons of tour groups. In fact, our daughter, when she came out for a conference, I think last year, that's what she did. So there were a ton of those. In fact, we passed a lot of them. So you can absolutely get on a tour from Portland to go experience all these waterfalls. And it's just amazing. They're all just back to back to back. Yep. So you can get a lot of bang for your buck in a short amount of time. Some of them required a very small hike. And then there were some hikes that we didn't do that I think you could have gotten a little bit closer to some of these that we just time-wise had Leo. It just parking issue in one of the spots. It absolutely a must if you are in the area.
Yeah, the Columbia River and the Columbia River Gorge was beautiful. Yeah. And if you're a big hiker, and we like to hike a little bit, we're kind of an intermediate hiker, but we had Leo, and so that just complicates things. But if you're a big hiker, I think you could actually hike this entire area where you could do the waterfalls and hit multiple ones without having to worry about parking. I would say parking was even an issue for us in November. Yeah. And so I can only imagine in the summer what the issues are with that.
Just look ahead, with the road closure, that complicated it a bit, but it was still doable. Scott just ended up dropping me off so that I could run, get some pictures, get some video, and then we hightailed it out of there.
You've got Mount Rainier, you've got Mount St. Helens, and we couldn't see either one of those when we were in those areas because we got clouded in on those days. Yeah. So it was awesome to be able to see Mount Hood, which was a great day in Mount Hood. Yeah,
easy day. Had lunch at a nice little restaurant in downtown, right at the foot of Mount Hood, and it was very easy to get to. You got right up to the little lodge there, and you could walk right out into the snow, and Mount Hood was right there. So it was just beautiful.
And as we said in the video, big ski area if you're into the ski part of it. But even in the off season, just great hikes up there. We didn't do that because we were in that transitional season. It wasn't yet skiing season, but it wasn't hiking season because there was snow on the ground.
You're right. You absolutely would have had some tread, different shoes on, and some spikes and stuff if you wanted to go hiking, which we were not going to do.
And then, of course, all the things we did around Waldport, we based out of there, and then we went a day north, and we went a day south. And then if we missed something, because we would tend to go as far as we wanted to go north or south, and then work our way back to our campsite. And if we kind of got tired and just said, you know what, enough's enough, we're done for the day, we would pause, we'd go back to the campsite, and then we would go back out. And so the great thing about both the Washington coast and the Oregon coast, and specifically the Oregon coast to this point, I suspect it'll be this way in California as well, is that once you base out of a place, it's pretty simple. You go north on Highway 101 and you go south on Highway 101 and hit the things you can hit.
Now, of course, another way you could do it, we've been kind of stopping and having multiple days. I mean, you could do a trip and just fly into, let's say, Portland and then drive down the 101 from the top down to maybe San Francisco area, which would be your next big airport, and just drive along the coast and just hit it one night, 2 nights at a certain place, and then just keep going south.
Right.
That's another way you could do it.
Yeah, we talked long ago about wanting to do the Pacific Coast Highway, and now we're getting to do it, and we're doing it in kind of a little bit different way than what we thought. But yes, if you're crunched for time and you've got a week, 10 days, you could go fly into one of the places north that you wanted to go, or south, and go up or down the 101. And sometimes you're right on the coast, and all you have to do is pull over, and in like 10 seconds you can see God's beauty. Sometimes you're a little bit more inland and you have to do some hiking. It just depends on the area that you're at.
It does.
But it's beautiful one way or the other. And even just like the bison in Yellowstone, even if it's like, oh, there's another great overlook with some more rocks and some waves coming in, which is kind of what we're running into here in Oregon, that doesn't diminish how cool it is to see it. Yeah. All right, there you go. We're headed to Crescent City. We're about to get into California. All the people here in Oregon say, buy all your Christmas gifts before we get to California because there's no sales tax. We're about to find out the sales tax in California, but we're looking forward to getting into California. We're looking forward to having some visitors with us for Thanksgiving, one of the biggest holidays that we've missed since July 4th. Well, the biggest holiday we've missed since July 4th. So we're looking forward to having some visitors, and all of that will be in an upcoming episode. But for now, it's Reimer on the Road. Give us your feedback, and don't forget, everybody, do it today.
Hopefully I got it.